working on process industry, process integration for chemical plants. And for your information, I submitted my PhD thesis in 2 years and 2 months and completed the Viva with B1 and graduated in about 2 years and 10 months. And for your information, you will need, if you see here, I have waited for about 8 months after my submission until I get my CERNET letter. This date is calculating based on CERNET letter. Okay, you will need to calculate by CERNET letter. Okay, and I am qualified as professional engineer and chartered engineer. And during my PhD, I got the Chancellor Award, which is the highest award for you guys for a PhD or master students. You will have 2 quota for postgraduate student for Chancellor Award. Then you can go for Pro Chancellor Award, I think 2 master and 2 PhD. And then for you have something lower level as well. And then for those who are graduating on time, especially graduating on time, you will be awarded Best Postgraduate Students Award by SPS. That is the one that you get a medal on your jubah later on. Yes, that is the Best Postgraduate Students Award. Okay, and okay, just briefly about my journey. Actually, I started my PhD with my FYP project. That's why I'm quicker. I understand some of you are not so, you will be like, why are you so quick? Because I continue my topic of my FYP actually. So if you are doing something new, don't be stressed. You need some time to learn the new knowledge. So after I finished my FYP, my supervisor asked me to go for an industrial project. So I started a PhD industrial project in 2012. And then after I finished my attachment with the industry, then only I enrolled into my PhD. So in about 1 year time after that is September 2013, I managed to publish 1 Q1 and 3 Scopus. By that time, actually, I've completed all the papers draft. And then after that, I went to Hungary for my attachment for a year. And then with that, I organized several conferences over there. And then I come back because my supervisor said I've done most of the job, so just go ahead. So I went there without doing much. I'm just doing some editing of the paper and also revising my paper and writing some short papers. So after I returned to UTM, I got all my papers already published and I written more Scopus paper during that year. And then I come back after I finalized my thesis on November. I submitted my thesis, which is 26 months. And then from November, I wait until March. Only I get my Viva. Because of my examiner, sometimes it's not about office. Don't complain about the office. Sometimes it's seriously not about the office, but it's about your examiners. Sometimes your examiners are just too busy, not available for the Viva. Because I have a Singaporean NUS examiner. So I need to cater with his time as well. And then my internal went to US for attachment. So I was in a bad luck that time. That's why I waited for about 5 months. And then only after correction, I do everything. And then June only I get my CERNET letter. That is what happened for the about 3 years journey. So everyone is able to do that, just that how much focus you have, and don't be like, feel like demotivated that it's already 3 years and you haven't done much things, because different people have different beats and you started from a totally new research. Okay, so without further ado, I'm not going to talk much about myself, but we will talk about the thesis template. Then we will go into a little bit on proposal and or thesis write-up, because I attended a workshop and I copied some of the content to share with you. So at the end only, we will talk about the write-up. Okay, so did you manage to download your thesis template actually in the SPS website? I hope everyone did. And if you did, please directly use the file. Do not copy and paste. Do not imagine that you can copy out the template and so on, because except you go and learn how to install the template into your Microsoft Word. But remember, if you change the computer, the template is not going to follow. So you save the file, the template is not going to follow you. Okay, so if possible, directly use the file. Double click the template. You will end up get this file. You can see the file, right? You will get a zip file. Unzip it, you get this file. This is a format file. .dotx. That is the template file. What you need to do is very simple. Just double click this file and create your own folder. Double click, save as your own document. Then that would be your thesis. We are going into the chapters. So the first level, we call it heading 1, which is for your chapter number. You can see if I change it to normal, it will be empty actually. You can put introduction, and then heading 1, directly it will go chapter 1, introduction. And then you will need to do a shift enter for 3 times. Okay, for 2 times, sorry. Normally, if you want to see all the tricks, if you press an enter or what, use this button. Show hide the P. Then you can see this is just a shift enter. Shift enter is not fully an enter. Is going to continue the sentence, just that I want to start from a new line. It's still the same sentence. But if you press directly just the enter, it will start a new paragraph directly. So if you shift enter here, you will only get like the same paragraph, just that the word starting from the next next line. You want to make it tidy. For example, this will be used for number and unit. Sometimes you write suddenly you get like for example 1000 kg. 1000 kg is not nice to be number at one line, unit at one line. So what I will do is shift enter. Then it will continue at 1000 kg at the next line. Then your thesis will look nicer. Some examiner will tell you this thing also. They just don't like. They just don't like it to be like that. So that is normal lah. And then for each of the for the first level of subtitle, you are having heading 2. Heading 2 and 1.1 is your heading 2. So 1.1.1 will be your heading 3. And 1.1.1.1 will be your heading 4. Maximum, please. Maximum heading 4. Do not go until heading 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because I do see, especially undergraduate students, they like to put a lot of subheaders. You have to remember there is a space here. Okay, 1.1, for example, if I remove this first, you just type problem background, you can click the heading 2. It will directly give you 1.1 and a space and a tab. Is a tab. Compulsory is a tab, because this is important. Later, your table of content will grab from there. What you do over here will reflect over there. We try, Let me try. If you don't believe, I put 1.1 and then I put just a space. If I put it like this, you can see the format run away for your table of content. It is all linked, so you need to be careful. If I update the entire table, you see your 1.1 now become a space. Can you see that?
Yep.
Now become a space, and then it become untidy. So everything is formatted properly. So it's a tab. After 1.1, it should be a tab. So if I were you, I would just directly remove it and then I press that again. Sorry, my Microsoft Word is keep on hanging now. Yeah, they are recording, no worries. Heading 2. And then it will directly give you 1.1 problem background. And then, okay. For each paragraph, just highlight everything and put on para 2A. If I were you, I will use all to be para 2A, which means there are 2 line spacing after the paragraph and 2 line spacing before the paragraph. It will by default help you to give you. But if you want to make your life much easier, what you can do is, okay, originally it should be 4A for the last paragraph. For each of the subsection, it should be a 4A for each subsection, because it's in the manual saying that before each of the subsection starts, the last paragraph should have 4 lines in between. So you can see this space is actually bigger than this space, and also this space. This is actually 4 lines. This is 2 lines. This is 2 lines. Okay? But to make your life easy, this is important, eh? Remember to do this. Remember to do this. If I were you, what I will do is, all the paragraph, I will just use 2A, because I don't have to think after this. Every paragraph, I will use 2A, but I will change here, which is heading 2, right click, heading 2, 2A. Okay. Wait, 2A and 2B, 2A and 2 lines later, I tell you the difference. Modify, you right click at the heading, click modify, you will get this. Paragraph, you put 2 lines. Sorry, before paragraph, you put 4 lines. After paragraph, you put 2 lines. Because now, if you see, the heading 2 is only spacing after is 2 lines. If you see here, the one that pop up here, there is 1 paragraph, right? The spacing is only after 2 lines. So after the paragraph, it is 2 lines. So I want you to add before 4 lines. So make it for heading 2, 3, 4, having the same feature, which is having before 4 lines, after 2 lines. Then after that, you don't have to think about para 2A, para 4A, para 4, para 2. You just use 2A.
Liew, why I press the format, right? The paragraph is in blur color, meaning cannot press.
Weird. Mine also hanging, I don't know why. It's used to, here. It is here. I don't know. Just now, the one talking to me, just now I click many times, end up it pop up also at the end. What you do is change to this. Become 4 lines. Type 4 line. Space LINE. If you click up and down, it is going to be PT. And then that is something you can't understand the spaces because it's pixel. So you click OK. Now you can see before is 4 line, bigger than the below after. So 4 line, 2 lines. Okay. And then here you can see before paragraph spacing, before 4 lines, after 2 lines. Then it's much easier. Then with that, regardless here you put para 4A or 2A, it is going to be 4-line spacing. See, if I put 2A, it's going to be 4 lines here. If originally it should be 4A, it's also the same. So with that, we help our life to be all the paragraphs set to be 2A finish. But change also for your heading 3 and heading 4. Change also for your heading 3 and heading 4. Then your life is not going to be miserable. Okay, and then if you want to put items like A, B, C, or you want to use symbols, those bullet points, there is one paragraph itemize, which is A, B, C that you are getting, or number 1, 2, 3 you are getting. Oh, there is no choice for you to put bullet. In a thesis, you shouldn't put a bullet, which means you should use A, B, C, or 1, 2, 3. Can follow, eh?
There's one question,
Okay.
Doctor, in
Yep.
the chat. In the chat
Yes.
from Omar Abdul Hassan.
Okay. Doctor, Microsoft Word all the times when, but many of the charts and figure too much lazy in opening and saving additional. To be frank, you can use LaTeX, but LaTeX is actually quite difficult to be formatted. That is what I got the feedback. And it's seriously after you print out, it's going to be very messy as well. But if Microsoft Word, you format it properly, actually it's going to be clean and clear. Especially when you're talking about a picture. I just wanted to tell you about the picture. Because it's going to fly around, right? And then when you click enter, it's not going to follow you. It stays there. The figure. For figure, if you after you paste the figure over there, do one thing first. Click this layout option, put it in text with in line with text. Make sure you put it in line with text so that it's going to be empty at behind that. So that if you click enter, it will follow you. If you click back, it will follow you. If you put things like this, it's not going to follow you because you want to move it manually. You see, if I'm setting it as an object, it won't follow you going. And then you start to get frustrated to format it. So what you need to do is,
Faculty also the same.
Okay, Raza is also the same, eh? So you will need to
same
break the
format.
table, eh? Do not use the repeat header function. Attendance, oh, sorry. How about the method flow chart? Can it be 2-page? Yes, of course. Just make it 2 figure lah. Figure 3.1, figure 3.2. If a student published 3 research paper during doctoral study, does he place the research independent chapter? Okay. Either there are 2 different ways. Okay. Either are you going to graduate with papers or you are graduating normal student, normal research? There are 2 different categories. You are graduating with early with just papers, compilation of papers. But that one you need to apply until the university level. Then you can directly put it one by one. If otherwise, if you are having a normal conventional thesis, also 2 ways. But you need to discuss with your supervisor if you want to do one objective, one chapter, or compile all the result and discussion and method into one chapter and one chapter. Yep.
This is pending all here. I noticed that in your Microsoft Word, right, at the right corner you have the style.
Yep.
Where can
Here,
we
click
find the
this.
option to put the
Click
style
this.
up? Can you show
You
us?
mean up You mean this thing to pop up, is it? Because I know you only have this. So you want to ask me how to open that, is it?
The style box, yeah.
Okay, click here. Can you see my mouse here? Click this and it will appear.
I found already. Just now you explained already.
It's here. Okay, yeah?